Afternoon, my beautiful people. Beautiful eye here once again. I apologize that it's been a minute since I've posted a vlog. Last week I had to do my 900, which is like a pre-state board where two teachers go ahead and they give you your entire state board, and they give you the opportunity to fix mistakes that they tell you about while you're doing your state board. And if you don't fix the mistakes, they take off points. Still incredibly stressful, absolutely no talking. I don't know if anybody knows what a cosmetology state board is like, but it's stress times 10. It's just incredibly stressful. However, I know I passed, so kudos to me. Yeah, my morning has been fairly busy itself. This morning I worked on my mannequin some, and I have a client sitting in my chair right now. I went ahead and I took my lunch break. I want to say it was like 10:30, and because my client came in at 11 o'clock, she's sitting in my chair right now. She's got color all over her head. We're doing a pretty red, vibrant color today, so I'll be sure to take an after picture. I completely forgot to take my before picture. She's kind of in a rush today, so I'm trying to make this as quick of a service as I possibly can, because she needs to get out the door, which is a challenge within itself because I'm still a student. So student plus fast equals stress. Yay, stress. My life is filled with stress. It's okay though, I know it could be much, much worse. Anyways, for now I'm gonna go ahead and have myself a cigarette and head back on in. Wow, that was intense. I spent 3 hours at least with her. I'm just finally sitting out on my little break here, and let me say it turned out beautiful. Her hair color was just absolutely this most gorgeous, vibrant, and deep red, and I almost died when I saw it because I absolutely loved it. I did such a great job. But when I went to her haircut, that's when things kind of started to go a little bit awry. All she wanted was a basic, simple, blunt, straight across cut. Only wanted half an inch off, and I went ahead and I got her back completely done. Only took off half an inch. And when I got to her front section, I called my teacher over to help me with the face framing portion. Now my teacher does face framing a little bit differently. He likes to take his comb and put the entire section of hair in his comb and like fan it out and cut it that way. So he did one side, and I went to go and do the other. And just as I've got the hair sectioned out and all in my comb and I'm about to take my scissors to it, I pull away. I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. It wasn't stationary. It just wasn't secure. I didn't feel comfortable. My client picked up on that right away, and the next words out of her mouth were, "I don't want you cutting my hair." And I was like, "Why? What's wrong?" She's like, I don't think you know what you're doing. I'm like, all we're trying to do here is blend it. And I continued to do what I was doing, and I went ahead and I switched the position of hair that I was, switched the hair's position, and I switched to using my fingers for my guide instead of my comb, and went ahead and took off half an inch from her face frame and got it completely blended. And my client was still sitting there looking like very unhappy. She's like, "I like the color, but I don't know about this haircut." I was like, "Well, what's wrong?" And she's like, "Well, I don't think you did it right. Something tells me you messed it up somehow." And that's when I was just very honest with her. I was like, "Please don't insult me. I've been doing this for almost a year. I do know what I'm doing. Now, all we did was take off half an inch from your back. But because we took that half inch off of your back, your front hairline was disconnected. So all I was doing was blending the two together so you didn't have a disconnected haircut." And instantly I saw the lights go off in this woman's head. Like, oh my gosh, I get it. She does know what she's doing. And I went ahead and I ran back to dispense to grab her product and went back to my station. And just as I've got the product in her hair, I literally just put my hand up to her hair and was just kind of working it somewhat in there, my client is already trying to get out the door. She's trying to take off her cape, and because she's in a hurry. And I'm like, hang on, you still have product in your hair that I need to work through. She straight up had white clumps sitting in her hair yet. It needed to be worked through yet. And so she's kind of sitting there like, oh my gosh, hurry. So I went in and I worked it through as fast as I possibly could, called my teacher over, snuck in an after picture. After he checked it over, I went ahead and got her undraped and sent her on her way. She was really happy, as much as she was insecure with the fact that I, didn't seem to know what I was doing. I did, in fact, know what I was doing, and she walked away with just an awesome smile on her face. So, as bad as it could have been, it was really awesome. So, I enjoyed it. Just finally sat down on my little break here, had myself a cigarette, and now, actually, it's time for me to head back in. It's like 3 o'clock. I have just enough time to go ahead and clean up my station, get everything sanitized, and do my monitor, and head home for the day. It was pretty much painless. Like, all I literally had to do was grab my kit and sit around for the rest of the day. Like, they didn't even give me a monitor this afternoon. So that was really nice. I just kind of hung out and enjoyed the rest of my day. Now it's time for me to go ahead, get some cigarettes, and head on home. Home for the day. Well, I've been home for no less than 5 minutes, and the very first thing I did was get out of my hot black clothes and into some basketball shorts and a t-shirt and grab my piece of pizza because I am starving. Watch the Dudesons here, and Jukka is going to jump into a trampoline full of cactuses. The link for this video will be in the description. Be sure to check out the Dudesons channel. They always pull some crazy stunts like this. That was fun. Enjoyed watching the Dudesons and them doing their crazy stunts like always. Hey, if you haven't checked out their channel, like I said, be sure to do so. They're always doing crazy stunts. Right now we're just kind of chilling, hooking up some GTA, gonna geek out for a little bit. Right now I'm struggling trying to find a room because I don't want a room full of like 50-some people that are all gonna try and kill me. Because, you know, I'd rather enjoy my gameplay rather than have to struggle just to get from point A to point B. So right now we are playing Russian roulette as far as different rooms go, and then we're going to go ahead and play some GTA.
What we do here is go back.
I played GTA for a minute there. My video kind of cut out, so I'm sorry if you didn't get to see the whole gameplay. It was fun. Went ahead and made some money, killed a few people, you know, the usual GTA bit. And then I went ahead and I spent about the next 2 hours trying to figure out Voodoo on my Xbox. For some reason, I've never created a Voodoo account, mind you. I downloaded it, and when I went ahead and opened up the application on my Xbox, I immediately get this message saying that I need to, I guess, disconnect devices because I have too many devices attached to my account, which was really weird because I don't have an account. So yeah, story of my life. Oh well. I went ahead and I emailed them, so maybe I'll get to rent my movie that I wanted to watch tomorrow night or something like that. As for right now, tonight we're watching The Last Winter. It's on Amazon Prime, I think, so check it out if you want to. No, I take that back. It's Hulu. And we're going to go ahead and eat some spaghetti with some Parmesan cheeses and go ahead and just kick it back for the night. I apologize if this vlog was a little bit short, but it's already 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead, eat dinner, edit this, and see you guys tomorrow.